Thanks, Dan. Hello again,
Hello,
Mikel.
Gary.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Injury update to Tomiyasu.
Yeah, we assessed him after the game. We took him out for precaution, so we will wait whether it's useful to use him or not. We will decide tomorrow.
You weren't sure whether it was just a case of like extra fatigue.
Yeah.
Are you any more clear yet?
No, not yet. But he's a strong boy, and hopefully he'll be fine.
And if not, obviously Ben White's had a few minutes now. He can step in.
Yeah, after the injury and the way we decided to manage as well his load, he's feeling perfect, back to fitness. He plays some minutes, so he's in a good place.
Been on a great run, obviously five wins on the bounce in all competitions, 14 goals, which I'm sure pleases you, but 9 different scorers as well, which is remarkable, really.
Yeah, it's really good. That means that the team has goals. They're coming from different places, so makes it more unpredictable, and the players are eager to score as well. And last year we had something very similar to that. We shared the goals in a great way, and we have to continue to do that.
And because Saka, another milestone. We keep speaking about milestones, don't we? But if he is selected tomorrow night, 200 games for him at Arsenal.
Yeah,
Such a young age.
it's not bad at his age. Yeah, it's going really fast, but it shows again the consistency, the availability that he had over the last few years. That has been tremendous, and the impact that he's had in the team, really positive.
Spoken about that run that you've been on, so obviously everything's really, really positive at the moment, top of the table as well. But it's a test of character, isn't it? At Luton Town, small ground on a cold December night.
I would say it's an inspiring place. I think what they've done is remarkable. What Rob did with the team last year, the way they did it, what they transmit as a team. We are neighbours, always very close from here. So it's just an amazing story, and they fully deserve all the credit that they are getting from last year, as well the way they are playing this season, the results that they got, how close the games they've been, all the games that they play, they've been extremely close. So tomorrow we're going to have a really intense and difficult match.
And Rob Edwards, you know very well.
Yeah.
I think you're in the same classroom doing your co-license, is that right?
Yeah. He's a great coach and a really special person as well. And you can tell the way he coaches his team and the way his team behaves. And I'm very happy for him the way he's doing.
And you've stayed in touch over the...
Yeah, we are. Yeah, because he was here at Watford as well not long ago. So we've been pretty close.
Another coach you're very close to, Pep Guardiola. Did you smile when you saw his post-match interview yesterday?
On to the next one, please. Thank you.
He doesn't want to do a Mikel commenting about the referees. Is that going to go down in kind of football vocabulary now, doing a Mikel?
I'm not sure. I have enough in my garden and in my plate as well. So let's move on.
Thank you.
Yeah. Goes George. Oh, sorry, no. We'll go to Becky from PLP. Sorry.
Hi, Mikel. Do you think Luton Town are a much better team than what their 17th place in the table currently suggests?
I think they are a really good team. I think probably the table doesn't reflect what they've done in many games, the way they lost games or draw games as well in final minutes of final stages of games. As you said, probably doesn't reflect that. But yeah, difficult game, that's for sure.
For you as a manager, facing a team that you've not actually come across before, is that exciting for you, a different challenge?
I would say inspiring, and as well to play there is going to be something that we already discussed with the players, different but really positive, as well the tradition of English football, our league, and they haven't been in the league for a long time. I think Arsenal hasn't played against them for a long time, so it's a good evening.
Yeah, I think the last time they played them was back in '91, when the team that you started against Wolves, none of them were even born at that point. I don't mean to make us all feel old, but that's insane.
But we are.
But just the progression that Luton have had to get to this point.
No, it's incredible the way they've done it with the infrastructure that they had. I think it's a leading example for any club in the Premier League, and to give hope as well to any club that is able to do something extraordinary like this. So it's a beautiful story, I think.
Thank you, Mikel.
Thank you.
George from the BBC.
Mikel, sorry, I tried to check, but I don't think you played at Kenilworth Road, have you?
No.
So what are you going to expect? And you said you spoke to your players about the atmosphere. Have you ever been there? What are you going to expect? It's a brilliant ground, so tight, night game. I mean, what have you said to the players, and what are you expecting tomorrow from that?
They know, because we have already warned them, so they know what to expect. They know the kind of atmosphere they have. They know about the access. They know about everything, and especially they have to know against the team that they have to face tomorrow, and the difficulties that we're going to have to play against them, and where the opportunities are as well for us to win the game.
You mentioned Saka's 200th game
Yeah.
tomorrow. Can you just talk to us about what he's been like as a player for you? Because he just looks like he's been brilliant. He hasn't been fazed by anything that happened to him in the Euros. He just looks like he's getting better and better and better. So can you just talk about his development under you since you've been his manager?
It's just like watching a kid race, and get older and mature and evolve and still have the same humbleness and willingness to become better and better and get to know the people that are close to him in his life as well, and the impact that they have on him. All the academy people that has worked with him over the years as well to make him the player that he is today, that they have to take a huge compliment of who Bukayo is today. And then let him be. Bukayo is a special guy. We have him with us, and hopefully for many years to come.
But there's no limits to how far he can go, is there? I mean, he's just a brilliant footballer, isn't he?
At the moment, no, because he doesn't want any limits, and he wants more, and the people around him wants more, and his teammates are having a better understanding of what he needs as well, and he's got coaches, a staff, and a club that wants to push him to become better. So I think it's a good context for him to keep growing.
Just one on Zinchenko. He made that error on Saturday, but no problems about playing him tomorrow night. We've learned from that and straight in the team again, do you think?
And he created so many chances as well. He provided a goal. This is part of football. We all make mistakes, and it's not only about that. It's about how you react on top of that, and there are other things that happen after that can be done better as well. So not at all.
Thank you.
Clive from Football.
Your side going to this game 4 points worse off than you were at this stage last season. You were also top of the league then, but do you think, despite that deficit, that your team are much better than they were this time last year?
No, I don't know, it's different. The league is different as well. The level is gone another level up, and you can see it. And I was watching a lot of games yesterday afternoon, and it's incredible how game state changes and momentum changes on games, the quality of the opponents have, the quality of the managers, and it's a really, really tough league. And we don't know how this is going to continue, but at the moment we are in a good place, and tomorrow we're going to be in a better place. In order to do that, we're going to have to play really well tomorrow.
Just building on you saying that the league is different. Yesterday we saw teams, your rivals, taking points off one another. You've got a chance to open up a decent gap at the top of the league. Do you think, with the way other teams are playing and the way you're playing as well, that maybe you're better placed to win the league this season than you were last season?
I don't think about that. I think about how we're going to play better tomorrow and be more consistent and be more difficult to beat, and the things that we have to tweak and how we can use our players in the best possible ways to win. And still a huge marathon ahead of us.
James from ESPN.
Okay, just following on from that, I know you're going to say you take it game by game. City have drawn 3 in a row now. You must take some encouragement from that in the title race.
The encouragement, no. The encouragement comes from watching the team play and watching behave every single day, and how hungry and willing they are to play every single game, the way they approach every single training session. That's what it gives me encouraging. What the others do is something that we cannot control.
Something that Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher were talking about yesterday was that they feel maybe there's a drop-off in City from last season because they won the treble, because they hit this incredible high. Is that something you see?
And I don't look at those things. I have enough looking at my team.
You're always very respectful of Pep. If I said mind games to you, do you know what I mean by mind games? When obviously Arsene Wenger and Sir Alex used to get into that sort of thing. You're not, as manager, who's going to get into mind games, are you? Do you see the value of it?
If I am good at mind games, maybe you don't notice.
Say something about Pep now then.